Hi, I'm Shauna Lampe-Legary, and today's video is the start of the Great Australian Bird Adventure. And I've chosen to paint an iconic Australian bird, the laughing kookaburra. I am standing in this beautiful ravine right next to my son's place where we have seen what I have learned is called the giggle chicken. Kookaburras, and we can hear them. It's totally fabulous. I'm also participating in a favorite bird art challenge. Thanks, Dina, for inviting me. Take a moment to subscribe and like the video. I'm going to go get my paint tools and let's get going. In this week's video, I am participating in a favorite bird art challenge. I was invited to join this challenge by another artist named Dina Tollefson. She put out a call just about 2 weeks ago. I normally don't participate in challenges because generally they don't fit into what I'm interested in doing, and it just happened to be that I'm working on birds, and the challenge is #FavoriteBirdArtChallenge. Now, if you're from Canada or from any other country that spells favorite with an O-U-R, you won't have much luck finding the hashtag. So it's the American spelling. Here is the first painting of my Great Australian Bird Adventure sketchbook that I brought with me to Australia. I decided to do the Australian iconic bird, the laughing kookaburra. Check out the video I did to start off this sketchbook. The link is below. In this video, I will do a combination of just music and some commentary. I'm at the beginning stages of learning how to use gouache. This paint does not act like acrylic or watercolor paint, which means all of the techniques that I have taught myself over the years and have perfected are not working the way that I expected them to. There's a bunch of learning happening here, and I have to remind myself to remain really patient with myself. I guess I want perfection immediately, and that is not going to happen. Now I'm working on the branch that the kookaburra is sitting on. There are really some interesting different colors on it. That is so fascinating. As I'm building up, I'm trying to capture the range of values that I was seeing and create the sort of smoothness between the paint areas. I keep bringing in a little brush to sort of soften the edges and bring them together. I always start my paintings from back to front. I start working on the background, building up the different colors of greens that I'm working here with, and the pale blue-gray of the sky that is peeking through the leaves. Here's something that I'm realizing about some Australian foliage. Some of it, gum trees and so forth, have very different colors than birch and willow trees from Yellowknife. I am doing the greens I am comfortable with on the background. They're not that gray, blue, green that I'm actually seeing in the image. I just couldn't get my head to switch over. Sometimes following what you see compared to what you think, in quotations, you see, can get in the way. My memory understanding of what green trees are definitely got in the way on this painting. I need to grab some leaves and see if I can match them in and out of sunshine with the paint that I have. It took a long while to get the tree foliage with the sky peeking through done. I was really struggling with the paint and what it was doing. I worked on these bokehs that I've done before. The bokehs are those round shapes that we see in photos where there's a shallow depth of field. I just continue to work little bit by little bit. Finally, I'm now onto the kookaburra. Somehow this bird seemed to be a perfect choice. Generally, I leave the bird to last because you'll notice that I paint the greenery in the back and then I move forward to the branches, and now I'm working on the kookaburra. After I arrived in Australia last month, I went out to photograph birds. The very first bird I photographed was a kookaburra. It seems to me that when I go out to photograph birds here, it doesn't seem like a perfect session unless I also photograph a kookaburra. Most of the time, I'm lucky to see at least one. We are staying at our oldest son's place, which is right next to a beautiful ravine. There are laughing kookaburras that hang around here. They hunt lizards and they call to each other and are pretty cool. When I first arrived, I kept hearing something regular in the mornings and in the evenings and sometimes during the day. Finally, I asked Alexander if there were monkeys around here. It turns out the kookaburra laugh kind of sounds like monkeys to me. My most recent birding experience was with a white-faced heron. I was editing this video sitting at the dining room table when I looked up to see the heron on the branch at the edge of the ravine next to my son's place. I was able to sit in the house and photograph it through an open window. I got some amazing photos of it preening before it started to hunt. I have sent out a newsletter that includes a range of bird photos that I have captured since I've been here. Head over to dancingravenstudio.ca to sign up for my newsletter. Also, there's a link below for my blog where I've put a couple of photos of the white-faced heron. I have seen all kinds of different birds since I have arrived, and I'm really excited about continuing on with my sketchbook paintings. I think at this point, I'm just going to let some music play, and you can just watch to the end. I hope you will go and check out the other artists who participated in the hashtag Favorite Bird Art Challenge. The link is below. Here is the finished kookaburra. I'm just getting used to gouache, and I think by the end of this painting I'm starting to understand how it moves and doesn't move. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next art video.